Hi everyone, my name is Alicia Renice. I'm a multi-passionate creative and singer-songwriter here to encourage you to build a creative life and business of your dreams. Yay! So if you're anything like me, you see so many ads, you see so many messages and podcasts and everything like that about how to build businesses that are 6 figures or more, or 7 figures or multi-7-figure businesses. And for a while, because I was seeing that so often, I was like, oh, I should build a 6-figure business. I should build a 7-figure business. And I really used that as a gauge to determine whether or not I was successful. And so I was really disappointed and discouraged when my business wasn't making that kind of money. And I really felt like I was a failure as an entrepreneur. But I really feel like as entrepreneurs, especially Black creative entrepreneurs, we have to determine what enough is for us. So when I asked this question in some forums or some businesses, right, some people said, oh, well, if you're not wanting a 6-figure business, then you're dealing with scarcity mindset, or you are not setting your goals high enough, like you're not reaching far enough, like you're not really believing in the universe to give you what you want. And the truth is, I don't think I ever really wanted to be rich. I just wanted to be wealthy. I wanted to be well. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to be joyous, like whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm creating, whatever I'm making or selling, I wanted to do that. And so I really feel like in order to build a business that honors us and doesn't force us to hustle or to grind or to work ourselves into a grave, into a ditch, or to burn ourselves out, we really have to ask ourselves, what is enough? Now, I'm not one of those business people who really believes in building a 6-figure business unless you really want to. Unless I'm paying people, unless people are on my payroll, I really have no need to build a 6-figure business. Now, there are some things that I do want to do with money that money can provide, like getting me out of debt, right? Building a life that I enjoy. But in order to build that life that I enjoy, do I really need 6 figures? And this is just my personal experience, my personal opinion, okay? So I am not certified in anything. This is just my opinion as a business owner myself. Now, I had to ask myself what enough was. And the only way to determine what enough was to determine first what kind of life I wanted to live, that I can afford to live that life with the business that I have. For example, I want to live small. I want to live on a farm, on land, in a tiny house, just making stuff. Like, that's my dream. That's the goal. That's the dream. Getting into herbalism, doing all that stuff, right? In order to do that thing, I don't need $1 million to do that. I don't need that. If I have it, that'd be great, because then I can give to more people, right? I can live with more cushion and more margin. But ultimately, especially just starting out, I don't need to make millions of dollars to be a successful business owner. That's not what I need. Say if my life only needed $30,000 a year, anything that I make beyond that is still successful. If I make $30,000 a year, I'm successful, right? But listen to these other gurus that tell you like, oh no, that's just small. Like that's just, pennies. Like you can make $1 million. There's nothing wrong with making $1 million. Let me be clear. But I really think it's important that we really recognize for our own selves what enough is, so that we're not just chasing the wind and spending all this money in programs and all this money following other people, trying to live a lifestyle that isn't even conducive for who we are, right? Not even in line with our vision and our view for our lives. So I feel like the first thing we have to ask ourselves is, what kind of life I want to live? What kind of life do you want to live? What does it look like? What are you eating, right? What are you doing for fun, for pleasure? What are you doing with your kids or your spouse or by yourself if you don't have either, right? Like, what are you doing for your community? What do you need to get that thing up and running, right? That's the first question we should ask ourselves. The second one is, okay, beyond that, what I need, like today, what do I need? So in the future, we're dreaming about what we want, what we need, what we desire. But right now, what do I need to pay bills, right? To get out of debt, to do all this stuff. Like, what do I need to eat? Like, what do I need to eat? And then really determine, okay, if I want to build a business that honors rest, that doesn't honor hustle culture or grinding or none of that stuff that people be talking about, working from sun up to sundown, burning yourself out, forfeiting your life for 10 years to hopefully be able to live a life later on when we don't know how many years we're given on this earth. That's the kind of business owner I am. I'm all about ease. I'm all about rest. I'm all about margin and space. And I feel like it is possible to build a business that is successful to us, that is giving us enough of what we need and some, and to be able to go to bed at night and go to sleep and sleep in. Like, that's the kind of life I want to live, not the life that people are selling in these programs about hustling and grinding. I don't believe in that. So I really think that we should really look at our lives today and figure out what exactly we need, what is enough. Because the truth is, the human is insatiable. We're insatiable. We'll be hungry and then we'll eat. Look at children, right? We have to teach them to eat within their limits. Babies will eat until they throw up. Like, the same thing is true about people. We will consume until we can't consume anymore. We are so gluttonous. We just want more. We want. And so you look at these people who are millionaires and billionaires, and there are people on the street who don't have anything. And it's like, that shouldn't exist, because there's enough for everybody, right? But like the truth is, if people are seeking wealth, just to have power, then they're not really using that power to help other people. And so when I make money, this is my personal vision. When I make money, I want to make enough to pay all my bills for the year. And then beyond that, to give to other people. That's all I want to do, to be able to give to other people. And even some of the businesses I have now, I would love to do it for free, right? I would love to do it for free, but I got to eat. I got to eat. Sally Mae keeps calling me every month. I got to pay my bills. I got to do what I have to do to live. So the question to you is what is enough for you, and what will be enough once you make it big, once you get successful? Because then you don't have to work 12 months out of the year. Maybe you could only work 6 and take 6 months off to travel or to go spend time with people you love. Like, it's really about building a business, yes, that is successful and, monetarily beneficial, but it's also about your life being beneficial in a way that money could never provide. Like, money is the answer to all things, but beyond what we need, beyond what we want, how else are you going to put that money into play? So when you make more than what you need and more than what you need to save, how are you going to be generous and give that money away? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves, because yes, if we get $1 million, wonderful. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But how are you going to use that money that you have in a way that impacts your community and also impacts your life? That's what this is about. The whole point of this video is that you don't have to be a millionaire or make $1 million to be successful in your business or to be happy in your business. You can be happy today with what you have today, even if you're not taking, $1 million cruises or buying yachts and all this other stuff. You can be successful and content and happy today. So really designing a life that is enjoyable does start with designing a business that's enjoyable too, because even if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're exhausted by the time you get home and you don't have time to enjoy your kids or your family or just like pleasure or fun, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't believe that people should have to work themselves into a grave. And then maybe if they live long enough to go into retirement, then enjoy their life. Enjoy your life today. Enjoy your life now. So really ask yourself, what is enough? And understand that you are successful even if you don't make $1 million. And that's not scarcity mindset. That's not whatever people will tell you that, limiting beliefs. It's not none of that. Because yes, we want abundance. Of course we want that, right? But we also want to be content in today. We also want to feel like we are good enough today. And chasing millions of dollars or 6-figure businesses and stuff like that is going to lead to discontentment, because that stuff we really don't have like a say in whether it happens or not, especially if we're doing it in a way that is honoring, again, our rest, our health, our mental health, our wellness, our well-being, and our belief systems. You know what I mean? Doing stuff ethically takes more time. It takes more effort. It takes more energy. So I really feel like we can build the life and the business of our dreams without having to be a millionaire. So if this was helpful, let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, share what you think below. I know some people might disagree, and that's okay. Like, there's room for all of us. There's room for all of our thoughts. Like, I'm open to discuss with you all. But that's just something that I'm chewing on today. And again, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback on this, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Okay? Bye.